He's ahead. He's a front.
Today, for the first time in 100 years, the rally has started up in John O'Groats. So the cars that are here, and not all here yet, have driven all the way down from John O'Groats already, so they've had a fair mileage to start with. Anyway, we're going to kick off this afternoon's proceedings with the Vintage Girls. Now, last time we ran the Monte Start, we started in Glasgow. We had the Vintage Girls there. The weather was horrendous. The barriers were all blowing down, the banners we put up were blowing down. The girls turned up in sleeveless black dresses. I was standing dressed like this, thick jumper, thermal underwear, the whole shooting match on, and I was shivering. And they just got up, belted stuff out, and they're ready to do the same again, even though it's a bit warmer. They're from Dundee. They're Scotland's biggest and best harmony trio. We are, yes. So I give you, ladies and gentlemen,
on there, but the actual car specification is 1978, and it's what's called in the motorsport circles as a Group 2 Renault 5 Alpine. And these are the same specification as finished second and third on the 1978 Monte Carlo Rallye behind a Porsche. The Renault used to use near standard cars, so Group 2.
yeah? Really start?
Well, they had to make 5,000 units, if my memory is correct, to get a thing what's called homologation, which is the rules of motorsport that allow you to have cars that are quite close to standard and yet really competitive. They could upgrade parts, maybe bigger brakes, fit twin side drive carburetors, fit a gearbox with a limited slip differential and heavy duty suspension and that. But essentially the car is related to standard, unlike perhaps the more modern cars that are competing today, which are much more silhouette cars. Which
15 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one, and off. Okay, give him a big cheer. Don't listen to Anderson. Off. Piped off. thank you for hosting us here and letting us use your nice big castle. It's a superb place, isn't it?
It really is, and I'm loving the fact we've got the red lights on in the background, emphasising the connection with Monte Carlo.
The UK start is here in Scotland. This morning the guys started at John O'Groats at 8 in the morning. You'll notice quite a few of the cars arrived well late. We'll no doubt get excuses from them, but I know there's been a couple of breakdowns. The car at the left-hand end of the front row, the 1944 door, arrived with clouds of steam coming out from under the bonnet, which doesn't bode well. Anyway, the cars joined crews from Bad Homburg in Germany, Rheims, which I'm told is pronounced Rans in France. Thank you, Lord Provost, keep me right there again. Barcelona in Spain, Turin in Italy, and Monaco itself. They'll all start on Sunday, which gives us plenty of time to get over there. By which time our crews will have reached Valence, which is where the first competitive sections start. And they'll join the crews from the 28 other countries involved. Rallye started in 1911. Prince Rallye, not the present Prince Rallye, the previous one, of Monaco, started the event to entice wealthy car owners down to the casinos of the French Riviera in the quiet season. In 1911, 23 cars started out from Monte Carlo, only 16 made it, with Henry Rougier winning in a Tourcat Mairie. It was the beginning of an event which has captured public imagination ever since. It coined the name we know of as Rallye, because the idea was to get involved in Rallye. There's still folk coming in. Put the lights out, the lights are attracting them. Anyway, the reason the event is coming through Stirling today, in 1926, 100 years ago, the event was won by the Right Honourable Victor Bruce, who started from John O'Groats, which is why we started there today in commemoration. And you're off. Okay, car 196, Ken Brown and Aidan Walsh, a 1978 MGB GT. You're making a mocker out of that, Ken. 2, 1, and off. Good luck, Ken and Aidan. Right, now we've got a car. We're coming from home. Hold on. The car is Sunbeam Talbot Mark III. It's a Sunbeam Mark III, right? It's the first Monte the car's done. The car was Hugh's dad's car, the co-driver's car from brand new, and it's been driven by Jim Paul, who is not. Been driven by Jim Dean, who restored the car. It's easier if you're up here, I can talk to you and you can argue with me. You're off in 5 seconds. 2, 1, good luck, guys. Right, number 260. Right, this is Jim Paul. This is also a Sunbeam Talbot. That's not a local accent, Jim. We're just having a small accident in the car, but don't worry about it.
Oops.
You're from California?
Yeah, San Francisco. We're very, very happy to be here.
We're very happy to have you. It's a touch cooler here than in San Fran.
Just a little bit.
You've been adopted as part of the Scottish team for this, have you?
Yes, that's great. Some of my ancestors are Scottish, so it's been wonderful to be here.
The car's more famous than you are.
Indeed it is. It's great to bring this car back from the 1953 rally to get it back here.
You're off in 5 seconds. The car was actually used by Stirling Moss in 1953 and it finished it. Good luck, Jim. Wow, is that steam powered? Right, now running slightly out of sequence here, we have Stuart Sargent, am I right? Ah, right. 427 Gordon Horn and Tom Holmes, that man used to prepare cars for Jackie Stewart, Jim Clark, Bobby Rahal. A lovely car. Guys, I need the cars on quicker, please. Your exhaust is still with you, yes. I'm trying to find you on my list. Right, 406, Peter Barker from Plymouth and Trista Percival. You've done 16 Montes in the past.
Yes, I have. I love them. It's a great thing, and it's a great pleasure to be here for the first time.
Sorry it's so cold.
15 seconds.
It's only a 948 Herald Coupe, one of the very early ones.
It is, yeah. 948 cc.
30 odd brake horsepower. You're off.
42, I'll have you know.
Oh, you've modified it. Right, you're off, guys. Thank you very much. Right, Mike Kent and Scarborough. Mike Kent and Sheila Kent. You've had the car only a year. You've been there before. Right, and the Dolomite Sprint of Karsten and Carol Brown. Yes. So right, how are we, Karsten?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
The engine, is this the standard engine the car originally had, or is this the one out the rally car that you bought?
No, this is a standard engine.
Come on up. Peter Barker and yes, I know. Sorry about that, dropped my notes everywhere. James, not your first rodeo, is it? You've been this a few times.
Yeah, this is the fourth time I've... Anyway.
You're off, apologies. Good luck, have fun. Right, we have a Ferrari 308 going round the back now, guys. Right, we've the Ferrari 308 of Nigel Sales and Richard Butler, which is too low to go over the ramp. Because it's a circuit racing car, is it not? It's not, no. But it does some races. How's the time? So we're off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Good luck, guys. Alphas are great cars when they're on. Right, so we have the Jag Mark II of Stephen Capper. Oh, we're running late. Stephen, lovely car. Where's your co-driver?
Freddie of me down there.
You take your picture. You're off. 1 second. Good luck, guys. Right.
Yes?
Are you off on holiday?
Yeah, we've got everything with us.
It looks like it. Nelson and Hilda were carrying so much stuff. And a beer fridge as well.
Yes, got to have a beer fridge, yeah, very important.
So long have you had this car?
Just before the last Monte, 2024, we got it just about a couple of months before we did it.
So you're local guys, obviously from Stirling.
Yeah, all from Stirling. Car behind as well, yeah.
Another up as well.
Oh, that's,
You've got I tell you, you've got more luggage with you in the first 10 cars that went over.
that's spare engines, spare water pump, spare.
Guys, you're off in 1 second. Good luck, Jim and Pat. Come on, shove. Right, car number 412. Another crew from Stirling, John Ross and Paul Conroy. Oh, you get a spare fuel on the roof, that's excusable. The amount of luggage that pair had was ridiculous. He's on the way for a holiday and fortnight in Marbella.
That's what the deal's for, that's what the deal's for, eh?
So tell them about your car, how long you had this one?
How long you had it, John? 2018.
Is the car standard?
Standard.
All of 38 brake horsepower, I believe.
No, more than that. 72.
Not standard, but it's not, pal. Right, good luck, guy. Jump down the side now, catch the guys just there. Right, we have a lovely Alpha. Inverness.
Yes, indeed, yes.
What happened?
We had a bit of a problem actually with the fuel pump a couple of times, but we got Jim Wilson gave us through the service engineer was fantastic. He's put a temporary actually fuel pump on just now, and apparently he's managed to acquire one exactly for the Mini here. So tonight, so he's going to change it over tonight, I hope.
We'll head back up the wing now.
Right, guys, good luck. Hope you make it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and off. Cheers, Jim. Right, Julie Board and Jim McHugh, it's a 1972 Mini. That's what, 70 brake horsepower?
Pass.
It's not lots, but there are a lot of fun. These
Not a lot, no.
CVs on higher spec than this, changing hands for a lot of money. You have 10 seconds, guys. So do you compete in Scotland in it?
Just local rallies.
Ross, good luck. Right, this guy sneaked in it, but you always get one. There's always one that sneaks in that shouldn't be here. Colin, you're from down my way, Largs or Brosnan?
Yeah, Prestwick, yes.
So this is one of the Lotuses that was built by Kia?
No, this is one of the ones that was actually built by Lotus, but
After they were owned by Kia.
that's right, yeah. But it's no, it's got a nice Suzu engine and it goes like a dream.
Yeah, you've had this car quite a few years.
Had it 10 years now, yeah.
I have followed you in various events. I think that's a nice wee car.
Yeah, but it's never broken down. It's terrific.
What sort of power is it?
It was meant to be 165, but it's over 200.
Oh, you chancer. Right, you're off, guys. Drive careful. And we'll get back up the ramp now.